Good morning. So this is daily attendance for July 12th, 2021. Okay. So this week you have midterms. Okay. We already took our midterms, so you don't have midterms for me. So I will wait till the end of the week and give you the weekend so you can do some of the homework. But you won't have to worry about my class other than discussion board and other than the lectures, the daily attendance. I am also not going to have Teams meeting because I want you to focus on your midterms and I want for your other classes and want you to study for that and not have the stress of anything having to do with my class. Okay. I am very behind. I've graded everything in terms of homework and daily attendance, but I have not graded my midterms except for one class. So you need to wait and be patient with me. I usually get them done over the weekend. And when you guys get it done, I usually get it done right away. But I got locked out of my dashboard, okay, out of my account last week, and even though it was just one day or two, it significantly regressed me or made me late. Okay, so it's a long story. They changed the stuff and they didn't tell us, and so we couldn't get in, so I couldn't. It was just a hot mess. So anyway, so I didn't get to it. I got to some of them, but I will hopefully do them today, tomorrow, probably be done by Wednesday. It takes me for a long time just because, as you all know, it's a very creative project. I could have made you write stuff, but I just don't want you to. I want you to have fun with my class. And even though we have like these deadlines before, there's a reason that I have them, and really it's for consideration for you all. Okay. So I would kindly ask that if you have any problems with the way I teach or deadlines or whatever, you come to me. Because I get, I get very hurt when you don't talk to me directly, okay? And if there's anything that you all don't like, then how can I know if you all don't tell me? The other thing is that, I'm an educator, okay? And I know, all right? So instead of you all having to deal with my midterm right now, you all can focus on your other midterms for your other classes. But anyway, so I will get to that and we'll grade that, okay? If you sent me like work, because it became such a mess, like I got messages and emails and messages and Teams, through Teams. So if you sent me something that for whatever reason, because life happened to you and you have like work that you have to turn in, send it to Teams. It's very hard for me to keep up with all the platforms, and I sort of think that I did it and I didn't. So if I just check on my Teams, then that way I know what I'm missing and I don't have to go through all the platforms to see where it is that you send it to me, okay? The other thing is that I need your name, I need the class, and I need the class section. And don't give me attitude when I'm asking you. I'm doing you a favor and allowing, no matter what happened to you. I know that there's stuff that happened. I know that there's been deaths, and so my condolences and stuff, but just be patient and know that your teacher has full authority to either accept the late work or not. We have full authority, whether you like it or not, whether you've been approved or not, whether you've been approved or not. You still have to go to the teacher and they have the ultimate say, okay? So be mindful of that. So if you tell me English 145 or English 133, I have several classes with that title. I need to know the section like A500 or A501 or A502 or A503, okay? So that way I know where to look for you. I have close to, I think this term, in each term I usually have 300 students. This term is a little bit less, so I think I have like close to 200. So I can't find you in all my list, okay? So you need to tell me who you are, what it is that you're sending me. You send me stuff and then I have no idea what it is and I have to go through it. I'm going to go through it, but sometimes I don't know what it is, okay? So I need your name, I need your class, I need your section, I need the title of the assignment that you're sending, okay? And I need to know why it is that I approve. So you need to say, hey, good afternoon, Miss Servin. Here's my homework for class section, it's for class English 133, section A500. This and this happened. I was out of town. I had a death in the family. I got COVID, or whatever. I don't know. I got that. you know, and you allowed for me to turn it in, and here it is, and this is assignment so and so, okay? Because I don't know what I allowed it, what I didn't, and don't assume that I'm gonna get it. It's only gonna get me mad. If you just send me something, no explanation, no text, no, nothing, like you just send it, I'm not, what? You send it and what? You don't tell me who you are. You don't tell me what class. You're just here. You don't even say, hey, miss, you know, here it is, whatever. Don't assume anything. And all that does is get your professor mad, because because we feel like we're completely disregarded. You don't say anything. You don't mention what class you are. You don't mention what you're sending. You don't mention why it is that you're turning in late. You don't mention the approval. Just, you know, and then you all get butthurt because we don't respond. We're not going to be responding to, you know, to you being rude. We're not going to be responding if we don't know what the deal is. You need to tell us, you know, and don't get attitude, you know. And this is a life lesson. When you are asking someone, okay, and someone of power, whether it be your employer or whether it be your teacher or professor, and it is your fault. Like if they screwed up, then that's a different thing, but also be gracious about it. There's nothing like being gracious, polite, and nice all the time. Things get worked out all the time, and people, you know, make mistakes, okay? But if you're asking and it's a favor that you want, okay, and it, you know, then be as courteous as you can and be as patient. You didn't get the stuff in on time. You know, there was a problem or whatever. Then own up to it and then just be gracious, so that way, you know, you'll be allowed to get it in and it'll go smoothly. Now remember that when you get it in, I might forget or I might miss you, or if I text you, if you're really good, you'll text me back right away, which will really work because I'm right there at the computer at the time. So if you wait, then by the time I get back to the computer, because remember, I only do grades on my computer because I can't see the screen on my iPad and my phone. It's very hard for me to maneuver and do my grades there. There's other teachers that do, I don't. And, you know, I don't know, like my visuals aren't all that great, and then I have to type in, and I don't do very well with typing in because it's just so small. And then sometimes I can't see when I have it on my computer. I can't see what's typing because it overlays like the section of the box in the box that I'm supposed to be typing. Like there's stuff that overlays on that. So sometimes I can't see what I'm responding, and I can't see if it's correct. Okay, so if it's like doesn't make sense or I have a lot of mistakes, it's probably because I can't see. So I'm just sort of typing and hoping that I got the right, you know, the right keys, because I can't see it because it's an overlay. It's, you know, I don't know, it's part of the program. I don't know, it's weird this time. So just be mindful, okay? So, and remember that we're a team. We're here collaboratively. My intention is to make this as, you know, as smooth as possible for you to be able to pass, okay? And for you to be able to get as much as you can in the short amount of time, specifically for English that nobody likes, okay? And then go on your way. And hopefully, you know, you have you get a good grade with me, and that way when you get something that you're struggling with in another class, it'll even out the grade. So be mindful and be courteous and be grateful, because remember that I am a principal, so I can make my curriculum as hard as I can or as easy, but I wish not to make it I wish not to make it hard. They really are reading and English, and really what that is reading. You would have to be reading books or stories or whatever, or articles, and writing, you would have to be writing like APA format or, you know, research papers or whatever. I try not to do that. I try to get the information that is needed for you to go away with something. You know, I am an expert in my field, so and I taught how to read and write in kinder. Okay, I was a kinder teacher, and there's no other teachers that know how to teach writing, okay, and reading. So I know a lot about, you know, words and foundations and Englishes and all that, okay. Also, I specialize in English language learners. So trust that I know what I'm doing, okay, and trust that if we have assignments that maybe don't go along with the rest of the school, that it's because I'm thinking about you as well as I'm thinking about me. And if that gets changed, then there's a lot of other stuff that's going to get changed, you know, like maybe a final that's a 10-page paper that you're going to have to do APA format, you know, or maybe you have to read a novel and explain it, you know. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. If you guys want that, then, then that's where we're heading. You have other stuff that you need to study for that I feel is more important than your English class. Not saying that English is not important, and not saying that, college studies is not important or whatever it is that I teach, or business math or business communication, but you're in this for medical terminology, for medical. And so all your medical classes and core classes are really, really more important. And my class, is a requirement, but I understand what you need to study for your other classes. And so I have that mindfully when I set up my curriculum and when I set up my tests and all that. So be mindful of that. And if you have, something that you don't like about me, with my curriculum, not with me personally. It can't be a personal attack. If you don't like that I talk too much, or you don't like that my little stories or whatever, it is what it is. It's not a personal attack. But if you have issues with my class and the way I conduct it, please come see me, okay? I'm very flexible. But when you go to higher ups, then it's out of my hands, and then things will change. So it's up to you, okay? So anyway, so be mindful, be patient. I will get to the midterms. I promise. I promise, okay? Everything that I tell you, I do, so be mindful of that. But I do have a lot of midterms pending, but all the other grades are already set. This is daily attendance, so make sure that you put that up. For this week, for right now, up until Friday, then I'm going to give you your assignments for work, because we do have to turn in homework, right, for this class, because we need to progress. But I'm only going to do that at the end of the week, so that way you focus on your midterm. I did put up your discussion board for week 3. Okay, so you just comment on there. You're gonna have to watch a video and then just comment on whatever you think the video, speaks to you, and then you need to comment on to other peers. Now remember that we are very lucky, because I am allowed to sort of do that. Like, you have to view the video on YouTube and then you come back and comment. I used to have to be able to do it on YouTube and you could comment there, but it wasn't linking up to the SU, so that way it wasn't a double, but it became a hot mess and it wasn't visible there. So these are part of the requirements that we have to do as your discussion board, so make sure that you comment on this discussion board. If you don't comment on the discussion board, it's going to have to be eventually a graded assignment. So so we work a lot with you. So please be mindful and make sure that you get the stuff done. There will not be a Teams meeting this week. You guys are going to be super busy. So I'm not going to have a Teams meeting, but we will resume Teams meeting next week. And we'll talk about, next week, because we'll talk about next week later. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, I haven't answered my bubbles because I wasn't able to get into my, into my account, which really delayed me, but I will answer the bubbles. Okay. Eventually, just chill out. I know if you need something immediate, I can't stress enough, do a Teams, text. I answer immediately unless I'm in the bathroom, driving. Sometimes I do it driving, which I'm not supposed to, but driving, or I'm in a meeting. Okay. So, I will answer you instantly. If you tell me, hey miss, I've tried to contact you and whatever, that just means that you haven't seen my videos, because I constantly say that you need to get a hold of me through the Teams. Okay, so get a hold of me through the Teams. Don't tell me that you can't contact me, and don't tell me that I haven't responded. Okay, I only respond to my messages once. Okay, and my emails I usually respond throughout the day. All right, but I have to log in to do the messages and all that. Okay, because I do that out of my computer. All right. So let's work together. Let's not work against each other. And we are a team. I'm here to have you pass my class, to prepare you in terms of whatever class you're taking from me, so that way you can be a better professional in your profession. And everything that I sort of mentioned is relevant, believe it or not, okay? Because it's for your greatest, highest good for yourself, and for you to be the best that you can be in life, not only in your career, not only in your profession, not only in school, but in life. Okay? Namaste. Love and light. Ciao.